It has been too long since I have made a video, so we're just gonna jump right into this. Let's today talk about the man who erased his name. Obviously, there's the whole Like a Dragon Gaiden name before it, but we don't need to go in the 20-year-long title. So, for starters, I just want to say to talk about the story of this game will include kind of spoilers and everything for the Yakuza Like a Dragon. So if you haven't played that game and you are interested in it, yeah, like this game does include some spoiler aspect of that. I mean, in some ways though too, if you did play this before you played that, it really wouldn't be the end of the world. But anyway, basics of this game is you are Kiryu, who obviously is not Kiryu anymore. He's Joryu. I don't know. I feel like just changing the first two letters of the name, sorry about my dog back there, is a bit of a dead giveaway still as to, it's Kiryu, but I guess we'll just go with the name change. But he is now obviously with the Daidoji faction because he is quote-unquote dead. Kiryu no longer exists. So this game is just leading up through that of someone in the Omi Alliance, like them figuring out, hey, we know you're Kiryu, and it just, as any Yakuza game does, spirals into this bigger story, bigger conspiracy from there. So we're just gonna chalk it up to that. This game, okay, while there is a lot with the story behind it, for one, for the full them putting like everything to do with the ending of Like a Dragon, obviously, you would want to go play that one. This game though, it is like their shortest game that they have. You can beat, if you're doing the main story and just the main story, you can beat this game in like about 11 hours. I think that's how long it took me to beat it. Like it is a very short game. That of course by no means means that it is a bad game. It just definitely is short because the point of this game isn't really to go over, obviously, the full like climax of dealing with all the Omi Alliance and breaking up the Yakuza and everything. It's more just kind of focusing for everybody who wants to know on obviously what happened, like what Kiryu was doing between Yakuza 6 and Like a Dragon, and it bleeds a little into Infinite Wealth, although not much. I mean, his reason for why he was in Hawaii and everything is explained in that game, and like how he got to Hawaii. Like there's really nothing deeper than surface level with that. And obviously by the time he gets to, Hawaii, obviously his whole story then there goes into Infinite Wealth. So this game is literally just focused on that, like between 6 and then everything happening in Like a Dragon. Oh my gosh, my dog just freaked me out. She just creeped up behind me. I have one dog who's loud and then one dog who is silent like a shadow. And Kiri, not named after Kiryu, just to clarify, freaks me out every time she does that. But anyway, so this game, if you have played the Like a Dragon games, but maybe not any of the older Yakuza games, 1 through 6, or even the latest one that came out, Pirate Yakuza, which I do actually have a video on that as well. But if you haven't played any of those, and you've only maybe played the Like a Dragon ones, this game obviously does, because it is Kiryu focused, it does go off of the more, like, I don't know what the term is, but the free brawl where, it's not turn-based. I don't know why I can't think of what the term is, but you know what I'm talking about. Where you just got all it's the free base combat, beat 'em up style, basically. You know, you still got your things like your heat gauge, you get some fun gadgets and tools, you can switch styles between Yakuza and Agent style, so, you know, fun times, basic stuff. But the combat, you know, it's still good, it's smooth, fun stuff. The usual of for upgrading, there's stuff that you need either just points for or points and money, but getting money is pretty easy if you do the side quests and everything, because this game for the sub stories falls a lot on the Akame. It's called the Akame network, and from there those can give a lot of money, so it's very easy to rack up the money in this game. And I think they partly did that because the game is so much shorter. Like, it's literally only 5 chapters, and like I said, you can beat this game in like 11 hours, so they made it pretty easy to get a ton of money pretty quick and painlessly, so that way you can just get stuff leveled up. This game was never meant to drag on and everything, which perfectly fine. I will say something I found kind of interesting, and I don't know, it's possible I'm just not very good at it, or maybe the difficulty curve was a little higher. But I tried playing this game. I started out on normal because I was like, nowadays I kind of like to try for the most part to start games on normal because I'm like, oh, you know, I'm a little better at video games. I can give it a shot. Yeah, no, I got my butt handed to me. I a little bit of shame here. I was gonna say no shame, but a little bit of shame. I did indeed have to put it on beginner because, yeah, I just got my ass handed to me. But, so, you know, that's just something to keep in mind. I don't know if it was just I suck, or if the game does overall just have maybe a slightly higher difficulty curve. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning... I don't know. I'm going to give myself the benefit of the doubt here and say it's leaning towards a higher difficulty curve. I'm going to make myself feel better. I think it's true. I've been playing a lot of games on normal, okay? I know I'm not the best gamer. Like, don't even get me started. I could not play a game like Dark Souls, but, you know, I'm getting better at games. So we're just going to go with it's a little higher difficulty curve. But yeah, honestly, this game, I really enjoyed it. And with it being a short game, it is so easy to just, you know, pick up, do what you want to do. You can take your time with the Akame network, all the sub stories and everything if you want to. It's a fun game. It's got all the seriousness in, you know, in like, oh, these are serious scenarios, and the just craziness and humor that you would expect. Although I will say this game at the end, I'm not going to go over what exactly happens at the end of the game, just because if you haven't played it, I feel like you do just need to experience it without knowing you're going to. I will say I was almost crying, which, you know, thankfully, because I was gaming while my kids were up, and they were upstairs just having fun, so they did not have to see their mother almost crying over a video game. Not that there's any shame in almost crying over stuff, you know? If it's heartfelt enough, the book, the game, the movie, the show, whatever, and it makes you cry, so be it. That, you know, that's where it's at. But I will say, yeah, that ending really got me. It probably because in some ways it partly hits kind of personal. I mean, in some ways. But, you know, just the overall story. And even with the game being so short, I feel like it's still kept up the same pace that all the Yakuza games do. Like, even though it was a shorter game, the pacing and everything matched with how they're games that, you know, you could, like, their 50-hour game of Like a Dragon. Like, the pacing matched the longer titles, if that makes sense. It didn't feel out of place. So that was something, you know, that was nice, because even though it was a short game, I didn't feel like I was getting robbed of a good game experience and good storytelling. Like, it still felt fully fleshed out. Like, the pacing and the story beats were hitting the same how it would in the longer games. But that is going to end it for today's video. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. You don't have to, but it helps let me know what you all enjoy watching. Go ahead and leave down in the comments maybe what your favorite Yakuza game is. I'm sorry this video, like, it took so long to get out. I'm just in a point in life right now where, you know, I'm just gonna say I'm solo parenting right now. No, don't worry, like, my husband and I aren't getting divorced or anything. He's in the military. That's all I'm gonna tell you. So I've been solo parenting for a while now, if you catch my drift. And so it's just been hard for me to find time and energy / motivation to let myself do things I enjoy, because, you know, right now I am literally the only parent here doing anything for the kids. And again, it's like I said, it's military. My husband's in the military. Don't worry, there's nothing wrong like that. But so I just haven't been playing games quite as much. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. My old dog keeps shaking her head and jangling her collar. That's what that noise is in the background. I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's not picking it up too loud. Thanks, Lila. I'll remember to take your collar off next time I'm recording something. But yeah, that's why it's taken a lull in videos. I definitely don't want to quit making videos, but sometimes it just happens that way. And I don't want to, you know, only play a couple hours of a game and then make a video either claiming I beat the game and, you know, lying like that, or just not reviewing like the entire game. You know, it's like I want to talk about the whole game. I don't know, I might go back to maybe making a series where I do, like, sometimes just do like the first impressions of a game. I don't know, I'll get it all figured out. But anyway, if you do want to see more videos like this, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I try my hardest to upload every Friday, or at the very minimum every other Friday, but sometimes that just is not going to happen. I do have socials linked down below: Instagram, Twitter, trying to get more active on those. My second channel, I kind of got back into vlogging, but at the same time, because I'm not making my kids the content, like, I don't vlog as much because there's not really much I'm doing right now, you know? It's my day is kind of boring. I don't know. I need to get more back into it though, because I do enjoy it. I do have my Twitch also linked down below. I do want to get back into streaming. I really do. I miss it and I enjoy it, but that is all linked down below. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video.